I knew you'd come. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back. You know who it is, the real one, always 100. Gabriel Scott Walker from the DFS Club coming to you with the NBA Playoff Edition main slate video. Got another two gamer on tap. Donovan Mitchell, Jamal Murray were duds. Who would have thought? Unbelievable. But I figured out my strategy from here on in, guys. I think I'm just gonna go like a balance, like a 6, 7K player like balance lineup. Maybe just fade the studs. That seems like the way to go on this slate because again, there's no value. But before we get into it, guys, if you're new, please hit that subscribe button. That really helped me out a lot. And you get MLB, you get NBA, you got NFL coming up, and MMA, UFC. So subscribe if you play DFS. We put on a great show here, so strap in and enjoy. And most importantly, we give you the most fire picks. When I say we, I mean Schroeder and myself. Schroeder will make an appearance, so don't you dare be sour. All right, so hopefully you guys got that money. I didn't today. I lost on NBA. Yeah, I paid up for both guards on FanDuel, and it was easy too. It was easy to fit them in, and it didn't happen. It happens. That's DFS. That is just how it goes, guys. www.dfsclub.com. However, those that use my cheat sheet got that money. I know DFS Space had a great night. 3 providers on one, ladies and gentlemen. You got myself, Space. The whispers will pop in every now and then. You get NBA, NFL, MLB, PGA, NHL, tennis, NASCAR, soccer, esports, MMA, WNBA, college sports, guys. Click the Join Now button. Click on my logo, Skywalker DFS. And then again, pick your plans. We are the cheapest in the industry, and you are just in time for the NFL season. So hit us up, guys. We're now approaching 400 members. Ever since, and that's starting from scratch again. I mean, that's since the sports came back, we're already up to 400 members, guys. We're gonna get to 1,000 soon. Come join the family, guys. We'd love to have you. It's a great time in there. Always, it's an all-day marathon because we play every single sport. It's www.dfsclub.com. All right. Let's see. So let's go over here to Draft Dashboarded. You know what this is. It's the best optimizer on the planet. It's only $1 for 30 days. Click on the link in the description below. You yourself can have Draft Dashboard, ladies and gentlemen. And you get the NBA cheat sheet because you know what they say. If you can't win, cheat. It's got the best studs, best mid-tier, best value. This is Draft Dashboard. So the only injury to worry about is Eric Bledsoe. That's it. So, but we're gonna find that edge. You know how we do. Then after this, I'm gonna get the cheat sheets done for the club. I still have to film my MLB video, so check that out. Man, those MLB picks. You should have saw my cheat sheet today. First team I said to stack with the San Francisco Giants. They went out and put up like 24 runs. I said, go Giants, go Braves, and it worked out very nicely for the members. So, yeah, real high scoring. But let's get it. We're talking NBA, so let's get into the NBA slate. So, again, another two-gamer. Now, top option here is 11-2 James Harden. Never a bad play. It's just going to be tough because there's no value on the slate. So, like I said, my route I'm going to take is I'm going to go like mid to upper tier. No studs. I want to see how that works out. Because I don't play 150 lineups, ladies and gentlemen. I play maybe 2 at the most. So, single entry tournaments, you know. James Harden, 11-2. You know the upside. You know the floor. His floor's a 50. Upside's, 100. So, he's 11-2. If you can fit him in there, more power to you. It's not a bad play ever. Even with this man right here, Russell Westbrook being back, he's only 8-9. Even though he lost a game for him last game, that only means he might be looking for redemption. So 8-9, his price has dropped. You could start here and build your team around Westbrook. He will be low owned. He will be. He just hasn't had, since coming back from injury, only 27, 26 fantasy points, right? Not too good. But definitely a sneaky play if you go Russell Westbrook. CP3's 8-2. No, I don't see myself going there. I'm going right back to the well SGA. 7-1. His price has come down. So has he. He's had 2 bad games in a row. So you know what's going to happen. He's going to pull a Dano Gallinari now and go off. It's just going to happen. He plays 40 minutes a game, damn near. 7-1. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's probably where I'm going to start. All right. So get him in there. Next up, Gordon Dragic is 6'9" now. But hey, he's earned it. He's freaking earned it. 44, 35, 43 fantasy points in the last. And go Miami. What I tell you guys? As soon as the playoffs started, what I say? I said Miami was gonna face the Bucks, and then Miami was gonna whoop that ass because the Bucks do their 30-second rotations. Right? This fucking coach doesn't put his best players out there. He just lets everybody play. That shit don't fly in the playoffs. As you are gonna see, Miami's gonna go up 2-0, by the way. But yeah, Gordon Dragic, 6'9". Get him in there, guys. Just amazing lately. Over 30 to 35 minutes a game. Stays close. It should. Every game should be close in this, but it is basketball, so there's always that chance. Then you got Dennis Schroeder at 6'4". Love that price. Absolutely love this price. Even though he comes off the bench, guys. Last game he got 37 minutes, right? 26-26. Dennis Schroeder's about to throw out a 40-point fantasy point game, guys. I love Schroeder. I love Shea Gill. I love all these guards here. So get them in your lineups. Next up, Eric Bledsoe is questionable. So if he comes back, he'll probably be on a minutes limit. However, if he's not, get him in there at only 5'6", because if he gets his full run, he'll easily crush that price tag. But if he's out, I'm going right back to the well with George Hill. This guy played 36 minutes. It is very rare you give George Hill 36 minutes and he only gets you 14 fantasy points. That will not happen again. So if he gets another 36 minutes at 4-3, you best believe George Hill's going to get 30 plus, guys. Get him in there. Next up, let's go to shooting guard. Whew. Man, I keep eating before I shoot videos. Jimmy Buckets. Last time this slate was on, he was the leading scorer. He's 8'3", and this is Schroeder Skywalker, by the way. This is Schroeder. So if you're new, he's my cat, and in my MLB videos, he does the home run calls. So check that out. That's a spectacle in itself. But James Butler, that's what I like to call him. He's 8'3". Great starting point here too. You don't want to pay up for Harden or Giannis. You can definitely go Jimmy Buckets. As long as he doesn't get hurt, he's going to get you 50 or more fantasy points. So 8'3", he's very safe, barring injury. Get him in there. Absolutely love that play. Eric Gordon's possible. They did drop his price. He's not back in the 5K range, which I think where he belongs. Even with Westbrook back, he's still getting his 30-so minutes. Still getting almost 30 fantasy points. So Eric Gordon's a fine play at 5'8". I hated him at 6'1". Yes, the $300 does make a difference, especially in these type of slates when there's no value. So Eric Gordon, get him in there. Next up, if you need a hero, you got Tyler Hero right here at 5'3". Coming off a bad shooting game. Got 28 minutes, which is what he always does, between 28 to 32, sometimes 35. If he's shooting the ball well, he can get 30 to 35 fantasy points, sometimes 40. And it could be one of those slates coming off a bad game. So nice bounce back spot here from Tyler Hero. I love to play these guys that are coming off of bad games because they're always low owned. So ownership is the key. But get them in there at 5'3". And the DFS club, I release the ownership like a half hour before the slate. So that's what I do. That's to get the most accurate, like the closest accurate for ownership. Next up, Duncan Donuts Robinson, 4'7". I'd rather get up to Hero here, but if you want the lower ownership guy, it's going to be Duncan Robinson. Coming off a 10 fantasy point game, he gets anywhere between 24 to 27 minutes. Again, he's very scoring dependent, so if that shot's dropping, he's another one that can get you like 25, maybe 30 fantasy points. Duncan Robinson, you can get him in there, but I'd rather get to Hero. But if you want to stack both of them, I'm perfectly fine with that. Don't go chasing waterfalls like Andre Iguodala. I know there's no TLC on the slate, but I couldn't help myself. What I tell you guys? 18 minutes. He was uber chalk. Got 10 fantasy points. So hopefully you listened. You didn't chase, and Iguodala had a Iguodala game. 10 fantasy points. There's nothing down here, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to get you in that green. So not even freaking Wesley Matthews. You don't have to go there. Let's go to small forward. All right, so Chris Middleton, as I said last video, hopefully you guys listened and you played him. Got another 47 fantasy point game. Got 48 before that, 40 before that. So the best bang for your buck at this 8K range, for me, it's a tie between him and Jimmy Buckets. If I had to, you had a gun to my head, I would have to say Jimmy Buckets, but Chris Middleton would be my number 2 tomorrow. Just getting it done. He played 37 minutes last game. That's what you get in a close game. He'll play that many minutes. And believe it or not, he actually had a poor shooting day. So he has the potential of getting picked, even with Giannis in there. So Chris Middleton, get him in there at 8-1. Next up, Daniel Gallinari is 6-1. His price hasn't budged. Finally had that breakout game. Like I told you, you got to pick them up when they have these bad games. 2 bad games in a row. I think he'll get about maybe 30 fantasy points, maybe 25 here. Hopefully more than that. But 6-1 is very tempting for Daniel Gallinari. He was 6'5". But yeah, get him in there, guys. Let's see. Next up, we got Robert Covington at 5'9". 2 games in a row now, even with Russell Westbrook back. 40-plus fantasy points. 42, 44. Yo, I can't pass up Rocco here at 5'9". Get him in there, guys. Let's see. We already went over Gordon. Daniel Roadhouse at 5K if you're desperate. He'll get 30 minutes, right? He's just scoring dependent. So we'll see what happens. If Russell Westbrook is still on a minutes restriction, it might be a decent play at 5K. You want to look for that 30-point club. You want to get these players that are going to at least get you 30 fantasy points. Daniel House is a fine line there for the 30-point club, but the potential is there. Get him in there at 5K. Then Dort, guys, I told y'all, not bad for 4K. I think he was 3.7 last slate, but 4K, you know he's going to get at least 20 minutes. He had a minimal 20-minute game last game. He's out there for his defense. He's out there to guard Harden. Got 21 fantasy points. Like I said, if his shot's falling, he's not going to break the slate, but he'll get you 20 to 25 fantasy points. He does take a lot of shots, and he's a rookie. This kid is looking to make a statement, so get him in there, guys. Dort at 4K. All right, so don't you dare be sour. Clap your hands and feel the power. Let's go to power forward. It's a new day. I remember I went to see WWE live in San Jose, and New Day came out. I got up, man. I was fucking clapping my hands and dancing and shit. My wife was looking at me like I was a fucking idiot. Because the only ones that were up and dancing were me and all the kids in the crowd. But I had fun. I love the New Day. So, top option, Giannis Antetokounmpo at 11-4. Coming off a miserable game. 48 fantasy points. If you're going to pay up, this is the way to go. You think he's going to take that 48 fantasy point game lightly? No. Not Giannis. Not Big D. Not the Greek Freak. This man got more freaking nicknames than Apollo Creed. All right? If you must pay up, go right here. Look no further than Giannis Antetokounmpo at 11-4. Let's see. Next up, we got Jay Crowder. Got 34 minutes last game. But it was just unfortunate you only got 20 fantasy points. Normally you give Crowder 34 minutes, he'll get you 35 to 40. So, again, if he gets 30-plus minutes, guys, I mean, that's a deal at 4.6. I'm willing to take another shot at James Crowder. Get him in there, guys. And then now it's 2 games in a row, so I got to pay a little attention to Baisley here. He's going to come off the bench. He'll get 20 to 25 minutes. He's gotten 31, 24 fantasy points. So he's a point-per-minute monster. That's just what he is. Because Steven Adams, even though he has the advantage with the height, the reach, with whoever's guarding him, he's just not doing it. Baisley's doing it. I don't know why they don't just throw him in and start him. I guess they don't like winning. But hey, what do I know? Darius Baisley, get him in there at 3-9. This kid's the future of this team, if they keep him. All right, so let's go to center. We got Bam, Bam, Bam at a Bayou. This one I given up on him. He's 7'9", and he's putting up 50 burgers. 37, 36, 33, 47, 49 fantasy points, 44 in his last three. He's only 7'9". Again, if you fade these studs, guys, you can probably fit all three of them in there, being Bam, Middleton, Butler, right? This game's going to be close. I'm really going to target this Miami-Milwaukee game as much as I can. Get him in there, guys, at 7-9. Steven Adams, I'm over it. I'd rather go Brook Lopez. I've played him every single slate. And he hasn't yet to disappoint. For 5-5, you're getting a guy that's getting 30 fantasy points a game. A lot of people say he's scoring dependent, that he's this, he's that. I keep telling you to play him. And he keeps getting it done, especially for 5-5, guys. Believe in Brook Lopez. He's the truth. Get him in there, guys. He's having a hell of a good fucking time in this bubble, I'll tell you what. PJ Tucker at 4-5. I'd rather play Brook Lopez for 1,000 more, but PJ Tucker's not bad. It's just, he's so scoring dependent. But at 4-5, like, who cares? He just needs to get you 20 or more fantasy points. He will do that. Anything over 20 fantasy points for 4-5, I mean, that's just a bonus. PJ Tucker, get him in there. Jeff Green, I'm off the Jeff Green thing. And then all these bums down here aren't even seeing the floor. So that's going to do it, guys. So we're doing a contest this week. So this Saturday night after the MMA fights, when we do the videos, I'll be giving away $25 free PayPal, sponsored by myself, Skywalker DFS. This is my way of saying thank you guys for being subscribers and watching my videos. All you got to do to qualify is subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, leave a comment down below. Just comment, stars and scrubs. Are you going to go stars and scrubs or bounce? That's it. That's all you got to do, stars or scrubs or bounce in the comments below. And then whatever else you want to tell me. And that's it. You're in the free drawing for a $25 free PayPal, sponsored by myself, Skywalker DFS. So let's go over to the lineup optimizer. I want to show you guys this real quick. This is what you get with Draft Dashboard for your dollar, right? You can generate as many lineups as you want, and you can do cash lineups, but I don't know why you would on a 2-game slate. Like, let's say I don't like Kendrick Nunn, which I don't. So let's say, though, I like Brook Lopez. So all you got to do is hit this lock button here and then hit generate again. And it'll keep giving you Brook Lopez. Or you can hit, I want to play Jimmy Butler. You locked him in. So now you can make the perfect lineup by doing this. We like Gordon Dragic. We like SGA. This lineup right here, with the exception of House, I don't think I got to cram him in there. But, I mean, this is a well-balanced lineup. But I mean, you can do this. It's $1 for 30 days. Click on the link in the description below. You yourself can have Draft Dashboard. And don't forget, come join the club, guys. www.dfsclub.com. The best, the largest. I want to get to 1,000 members, guys. It's just a goal of mine. I want to put Osimo. I want to put Roto Grinders out with the old, in with the new. With me, you get lineups. You get cheat sheets. You get ownership. You get honesty. You get a nice community that looks out for each other. It's a breath of fresh air, and especially in this dirty industry. So come get it, guys. www.dfsclub.com. You're part of the club. I will always have your back. So let's say our prayer and let's get up out of here. So we got to do the MLB video. So God bless you. God bless your families. God bless your pets. God bless your friends. God bless your neighbors if you like them. Yo, let's get this bread. Don't take shit from nobody. Absolutely nobody. Schroeder and I are out. Don't forget to get in that free drawing, guys. I love you so much. Take care.